Hey guys, let's talk about how to solve equations that are in angles. So go ahead to slide 2. When you first get a question, what you need to do is just think about how are these angles related? How can I set up an equation to be able to solve this? So when I look at this problem, I can see that this is a 90-degree angle, and I can also see that all the way across this is a straight angle. So if this is 90 degrees, then this also has to be 90 degrees because altogether they have to equal 180. So I could either set this up as all three of these angles equal 180, or I'm just going to do just this one piece being equal to 90 and set it up as 4c plus 5c plus 9 equals 90 degrees. And now it's just an equation that I can solve. So I'm going to start by combining my like terms. 4c plus 5c is 9c plus 9 equals 90. Then I need to subtract 9 from both sides. Remember, my goal is to isolate that variable. So I have 9c equals 81. And then finally I can divide by 9 on both sides, so that I get that c is equal to 9. So over here, c equals 9. So that's not 9 degrees, it's just 9 because it's a variable. They weren't actually asking me for the angle yet. So that's the next step. Next step is finding the angles. So they want the measure of angle F. Remember, that's what that M is, the measure of angle, and then whatever. So angle F, if I look back here, is this one right here. So how am I going to figure this out? Right now, angle F is 5c plus 9. I just found out that c equals 9, so I'm just going to substitute that in. So 5 times 9 plus 9. And then I'm just going to solve that using order of operations. So multiply first. 5 times 9 is 45 plus 9. 45 plus 9 is 54 degrees. So angle F is 54 degrees. This time I do put the degrees because they're asking me specifically for an angle. Finally, we have angle G, which is this little guy up here. And there's two ways we can do this. We could either substitute in, just like we did to find angle F, or now that we know angle F, we could just subtract it from the 90 degrees. I'm going to substitute in just to make sure, in case I accidentally solved F incorrectly, I'll be less likely to make another mistake if I use the original equation. So 4c was original. I know that c is 9, so 4 times 9, which equals 36. So angle G is 36 degrees. And I can kind of check myself because 54 degrees plus 36 degrees does in fact give me the 90 degrees that was supposed to equal. All right, number 2. So think about how are these related. I'm looking at a triangle this time. So remember that triangles are always equal to 180 degrees. So I'm going to set it up as all three of these angles added together equals 180. So I have 76 plus 3x plus 11 plus 2x minus 7. All of that equals 180. Remember, every triangle equals 180 degrees. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. So I have 3x plus 2x, that's 5x. And then I have my 76, 11, and negative 7. So let's see, 76 plus 11 is 87. 87 minus 7 is 80. So plus 80. And all of that equals 180. Now I can go ahead and subtract 80 from both sides. Subtract 80. I get 5x equals 100. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. X is equal to 20. Okay. Again, not degrees. It's just asking me to solve for that variable, not for an actual angle. So now, let me just get this over so I have a little bit more space. I need to solve for angle A and angle B. So angle A is down here. It is 3x plus 11. I now know that x is 20, so 3 times 20 plus 11. 3 times 20 is 60 plus 11, which is 71 degrees. So angle A is 71 degrees. And then angle B down here, again, I could, now that I know it's 71 and I know C is 76, I could add those and take it away from 180. I like to be safe and plug it back into the original. So the original equation was 2x minus 7. X we now know is 20, so 2 times 20 minus 7. 2 times 20 is 40, minus 7 is 33. So angle B is 33 degrees. And if I add 33 plus 71 plus 76, that will give me 180 degrees that a triangle creates. All right, number 3, look at it. What are these two angles? How are they related? So these two angles are supplementary. Supplementary means that they make a straight angle, which means that they are equal to 180 degrees. So we should do 10g plus 2 plus 7g minus 9 equals 180. I want you to go ahead and combine your like terms and solve for g. Okay, so we should do 10g plus 7g is 17g. And then we have a positive 2 plus a negative 9, so that's really negative 7 or minus 7 equals 180. And then I can add 7 to both sides. So I get 17g equals 187. And then I need to divide by 17, and I would actually do that work off to the side. So I have 17 going into 187. 17 goes into 18 once. 1 left over, bring down my 7, and 17 goes into 17 once as well. So 11. G equals 11. Go ahead and shrink that down, give myself some more space again. And to find angle A, let's substitute in. So it says 10g plus 2. We said g is 11, so I'm going to do 10 times 11 plus 2. 10 times 11 is 110 plus 2 is 112 degrees. And that leaves me B. B is 7g minus 9. Again, we know that g is 11, so 7 times 11 minus 9. 77 minus 9, which gives me, let's see, 68 degrees. And again, you can kind of check yourself. 112 plus 68 is 180 degrees, so we got that one right. Okay, this one's a little bit tricky because I don't really know, just looking at it, I don't necessarily know what that angle is equal to. However, since this x is created, I know that these two are vertical angles, which means they're going to be equal to each other. So I'm actually going to not set this up equal to 90 and not set it up equal to 180, which is what we're kind of used to. We're going to set that up equal to each other. So I have 5x plus 11 plus 9x minus 3, and it's going to actually be equal to 106 because, again, this is a vertical angle to that. Those are equal to each other. Now I can combine my like terms and solve. So go ahead and do that, and I'll check back with you. So 9x plus 5x is 14x. 11 minus 3 is 8. So 14x plus 8 equals 106. Then I am going to subtract 8 from both sides. So I have 14x equals 106 minus 8 is 98. And then I need to divide by 14. Divide by 14. So let's see, I'm going to do some guess and check because I'm not really sure. So if you kind of checked 14 times 7 that's 28, that would be 98. So x equals 7. Okay, shrink it down so we can find our other pieces. So angle A right here is 5x plus 11. I now know that x is 7, so 5 times 7 plus 11. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 11 is 46. So 46 degrees for angle B. Sorry, for angle A. And then for angle B, we have 9x minus 3. So 9 times 7 minus 3. 9 times 7 is 63. Minus 3 equals 60. So 60 degrees for angle B. And if I took 60 plus 46, that does equal the 106 degrees that we were trying to get. All right, last one. Again, we have two vertical angles. These two are actually set up equal to each other. It's a little different than the last one. So we're going to set this up as 8x plus 6 is equal to 10x minus 10. Okay, we have done these before though. So remember, the goal is to get all the variables on one side and all of the constants on the other. So I always suggest to move the smaller coefficient. So I'm going to take this 8x and subtract it over to here. This way I don't have to work with so many negatives. So now I've got 6 equals 2x minus 10. Then I add my 10. So I get 16 equals 2x. And then finally divide by 2. So 8 equals x. Okay. And now let's substitute in so we can find the measure of angle GBF. So let's look. GBF is this angle right here. So we're going to do 10x minus 10. We know x is 8, so 10 times 8 minus 10. That's 80 minus 10, which is 70. So this is 70 degrees. In theory, when I try to find angle CB, D, I guess I can't say that. I was going to say, when I find CBA, that should be equal to GBF. Those should be equal, right? So when I look here at, what is it, CBD, how am I going to figure that out? Well, this right here is a 90-degree angle. Okay, so I'm going to set up a new equation. I already know that B is equal to 70 degrees because we just found that out a second ago because this was 70 degrees. So I can take 70 plus, let's make up a new letter, y. Okay, we'll just call this y, equals 90. So if I subtract my 70, y equals 20. So 20 degrees for this. Again, because these two are making a right angle, if I have 70 degrees here, the other 20 have to go here so that all together we get 90. And that's it, guys. So the biggest thing is just look at the angles. How are they related? How can we set this up in an equation? And then go ahead and solve it. Thanks.